This is crack.
Alright, class, now next we're going to talk about a very serious issue. We're going to talk about drugs and alcohol.
Oh, this should be good.
And that, class, is why you need to stay away from drugs and alcohol.
Unless, of course, you're buying from Purple Prizes. In that case, buy as much as you want.
Esteban, is there something you would like to share with the rest of the class?
Yeah, there is. Your husband is the second highest ranking member of the most successful heroin manufacturer in North America.
That is not true, Esteban. Class. Well, I'm trying to be serious here. This stuff is no good. And you need to be careful.
Yeah, those drugs are no good. You want Purple Prize heroin. That's the good stuff.
That's it, Esteban. Detention.
Oh, you are a racist. You are only giving me detention because I am a Russian and my culture is not accepted here.
No, that's not it at all.
Well, I'm just saying, the other teachers would let me go.
Okay, I'm sorry that I have misjudged your customs. You can go. Alright, class, I want your homework assignments due on, tomorrow, and, okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm homeschooled, so I don't exactly know how my speech is supposed to end, so, limes. Esteban, I really think you took it too far back there.
I just don't think that alcohol is as big a deal as she was making it out to be.
Well, I mean, I guess I can see that, but you didn't have to go out of your way to insult her husband.
I wasn't insulting her husband, it's true.
Esteban, you're just making up stories, man. That's not true.
No, it is true. Her husband is the second highest ranking member of the Purple Prizes. Karloff is almost as rich as El Chapo.
Well, that may be true, but you didn't need to call her out about it.
Whatever, Poochie.
And what makes you so confident in alcohol anyway?
Poochie, I need to tell you something. Americans and drugs and alcohol, they are bloody lightweights. In Russia, we drink whole bottle of vodka almost every night.
Esteban, that's crazy.
No, it's not. I'm telling you, it is one of favorite pastime. And you go home, you eat dinner, you drink vodka. That's all there is.
You know what, Esteban? I don't believe you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You want to bet about it?
Yeah, I do.
Alright then, name your stakes.
I bet you that you cannot down 5 shots of 200% alcohol.
Ha! 200%, it's kind of strong. Don't you think we should start a little smaller?
Well, I mean, I guess if you just can't do it, then
you know what? I accept your challenge. And when I do down the 5 shots, you have to go into women's clothing department at Best Western store and start singing Sweet Transvestite as loud as you can.
Yeah, alright, you've got yourself a deal. But when you can't down those 5 shots, you gotta do it.
Alright, Poochie, but I'm just warning you. Russians know their alcohol.
Wait a minute. I just thought of a problem here.
What?
Neither one of us is 21. Where are we gonna get the alcohol?
I don't know. Usually back in Russia, my girlfriend's big brother would just buy it for me, but here I guess we'll have to find something else.
Boom. Alright. Be quiet. I'm gonna go get it.
Right.
Princess. Princess. Here, move up here a little bit. It's better. Princess, I am. We need your help.
Okay.
We need you to help us buy some alcohol.
Just take my driver's license in my purse.
All right, thank you.
Ham.
All right. I got the driver's license, so you're gonna have to go in to the liquor store, dressed as Princess.
No.
Esteban, I got the card. It's your no.
Esteban will do a lot of things, but Esteban will not, under any circumstances, dress as woman. I have betrayed the motherland.
Just go in and get it.
You know, I'm gonna make sure you look super sweet when you lose this bet.
I'm not gonna lose the bet. Moscow.
Hello there.
Oh, hey.
You look familiar.
You do too.
Anyway, I'd like some 200%, please.
Can I see your driver's license or ID?
Oh, yeah. Here you go, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Wait. This does not look like you.
What do you mean?
The person in this picture is skinnier and
Oh, I have had child since then.
well, for one thing, they're darker in color than you.
Oh, I have fur job. Dye job, you know, fur.
Where's the child now?
Oh, he is at home with the missus.
Mrs., you have husband.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you can't have two.
Yeah, I can.
Why do you have two?
Economy.
Okay, I'm not one to judge.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome, take that. Oh, take your driver's license.
Oh, yeah.
And go.
Why do I always get the loonies? Hey, put that back! Mrs.
Hey, Esteban is man. He is used to saying Mrs.
Take that thing off your head. You're supposed to be princess, not an Arab.
Alright, it doesn't matter. I have alcohol now.
Good.
Are you ready to eat your words?
I'm not hungry, actually.
Whatever. There she is. Nuclear hangover. 200% alcohol. This is the one that separates the men from the boys. Let's open it. Darn it. Stupid hatch. Darn bottle. Oh. I think this is a warning from the alcohol spirits. Maybe so. But I ain't backing down. I gotta smell this for myself. How do you plan on drinking this? Esteban is true drunk. What are you doing here?
I haven't seen this.
Fair enough. This is step 1 out of 5. So, a little early for preempt judgment.
So, what do we do now?
Well, I know. Number 2, down. That'll take it out of you.
Okay, princess.
Yeah.
What are you doing now?
Me?
Yeah.
Have a drink. I'm gonna drink it.
Okay, do you want like a beer or some wine? We've got actually hard stuff, but I don't know if you can handle it.
That's my drink.
Really?
You know why, Poochie? I have one question for you, Poochie.
What?
Who loves orange soda?
I don't know.
Princess loves orange soda. Is it true? Do.
Okay.
Give me this here.
Well, we could play cards.
Yeah, alright, that sounds good.
Alright, princess, deal.
Alright. These cards suck. Here's your deal.
What the heck? Alright, I got my wine. Alright, I got my wine poured.
You are everything wrong with modern men, Poochie. What's that supposed to mean? You'll have to figure it out yourself. Whatever. Hey, Princess, how come you're not drinking?
I'm drinking this.
Oh. Okay. Well, we got wine and beer. Why don't you want any of that?
I don't drink, Poochie.
Why not?
Would you really like to know what I look like drunk?
No.
Yeah, you get it. Poochie, I'm surprised Pikachu didn't ask for a divorce after that.
Well, okay, so I was watching commercial the other day, and they said, "Do you have a car horror story?" Yeah, I got one of those. When I was about 9, 10, 11. I think I was about 10 years old, and I was out playing in the yard, and I tripped and I broke my hand. And so my dad's not home. Dad was working the night shift at the time, and so he comes home. So we gotta call him at work to take us to the hospital, and my grandma and grandpa were on vacation, so we didn't have any cars. We had to call them to take us call my dad to take us to the hospital. And on the way to the hospital, the car breaks down. The car breaks down, and we have to hitchhike the rest of the way to the hospital because my arm is broken.
Mm-hmm.
So, Princess, what's your story?
Okay, I'm gonna tell my story.
Okay.
My story is, my mom's got my dad's car. Me and my brother are playing in the backseat, screaming and all. And she comes back there to start slapping us around because we're being boobs.
Okay.
And then she drives off the road, just barely misses a tree, and drives us into a lake.
In your dad's car?
Yeah. And it was like the newest car of the decade.
Like you just bought it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good.
We got divorced after that.
That's good, Princess. That's good.
And it was the happiest day of my life, though, when he signed them divorce papers. It's like he was signing the forms for me to go to heaven. It was great.
Okay.
You know, I want to tell you something else.
Okay.
My mom was so bad. One time, she said I was being a bad kid or something. And then she hit me in the head with a 2x4.
That's disturbing.
Yes, it is. It's probably why I'm so stupid. I think I lost a lot of brain cells that day.
Alright, Esteban's story. Yeah.
You wanna sit down.
Esteban's story comes from when he was little Esteban. And I got back from dentist, and I was high off of medication to have my teeth fixed. And so I'm acting all crazy. I'm sticking my head out the window, flapping my head in the wind. And my grandma looks back to make sure that I'm okay, not doing anything stupid. And she's not paying any attention to the road, so she's looking at me. And, so, right up ahead in road, right in same lane, is Russian tank, on its way to parade. So she swerves the car off the road and lands into a big snowbank. Yeah, it broke the big snowbank. We either like hit a tree or something, and it broke the windshield, triggered the airbag, so the car is wrecked and full of snow. Took us 3 hours to get out of that snowbank. That's why I can't hear out of this blue tattoo there anymore. Alright, anybody got any other wacky tales to tell? Alright.
I'm gonna tell you guys about the time I got drunk.
Okay.
You're gonna like this story.
Okay.
It's hilarious, but kind of dark at the same time.
Okay.
Alright. Me and Pikachu were at a bar.
Alright. What was the occasion?
21st birthday.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
We were at a bar.
Alright.
I'm drinking dark room.
Ooh. Ooh.
Because, you know what, it's the 21st birthday, the first time you can ever drink in your life. You're going hard.
Okay, yeah.
And I get absolutely hammered. And then I'm so drunk, I just walk around and I just start kissing people.
Oh no.
First person, you wouldn't believe, first person I kiss
Okay.
happens to be Brutus.
Oh no. Oh, somebody's
Pikachu
gonna die
gets mad.
tonight.
He starts getting pushy with Brutus. Brutus doesn't know what he's talking about or anything. And then he gets pushy. Pikachu gets pushy.
Okay.
And then Brutus stands up and colds him. Fractured his nose. He got 7 stitches.
I told you not to mess with the purple prizes.
Pikachu got a
That
fractured
teacher
nose.
approves of the alcohols more than she lets on. Okay.
Okay, did you hear what I said?
What?
Pikachu's nose was fractured,
Okay.
and he got 7 stitches.
Oh,
And then after
gosh.
we go to the hospital, he's okay.
Alright.
Pikachu says, Princess, most people at this point would ask for divorce, but I still love you,
Okay.
so I'm not gonna, but you can't drink anymore. Not to mention,
After that, I wouldn't let you out in public.
okay, as I was saying, you could call this occasion first drink, but also the last drink.
Alright.
That's why I don't drink anymore,
nice,
because I would probably
That's nice.
cause people physical pain.
Okay. Okay, I've got a story. I like to call this story the story of my progressive editor. Okay?
Okay.
So, I don't do holiday specials very often because I like to try to make my videos the best I can, even though if it doesn't always show it. But, so I have to, I just, my schedule, I had to work on my own pace, and I'm not good with due dates. But I have tried to make a few in the past. I made one last Christmas, and I made a Halloween special. Anyway, so almost every time I actually manage to make a Halloween special, my editing software crashes. It will not work, no matter what, okay? It won't let me get my holiday specials. You know, it's like one of those really extreme progressive people that you see online, and it scares you that they exist. It's like that.
It's so progressive that it can't let you celebrate holidays.
I know, it's like, it's just stupid. It's just stupid. Like, I was editing the Halloween special, and I finished it. I finished putting out everything together, I put a bunch of the effects in and stuff, it was done. And like, I hit that render button, and I get the worst sentence in the English language. Sony Vegas has stopped working.
You spilled your wine.
And that's oh darn it. That's my progressive editor. Now sometimes we look at people and say, you know, what the heck is wrong with people? What's with the times? But I know what the time is. It's time for Esteban to take another shot. Yay! Alright, here we are, shot number 3. Hey, you know that when we upload this, people are going to accuse us for promoting alcohol to children? Princess, what do we think about the children?
The children, if you're a child watching this video, your parents don't care what you're watching. They're probably bad people letting you watch this channel. You just need to go into foster care. In fact, you're probably not a child at all. But then, why are you watching this? This channel sucks. I mean, help me. They're holding me against my will.
That's a little stronger than I would have hoped for. Alright, anyway, here we go. Shot number 3. I'm okay! I feel like smoked ham.
I feel like a beached whale.
Oh, this is the scariest thing that's happened to me since I swallow a lump of coal this big.
My stomach hurts so
Oh, mine too. You haven't even been drinking.
Nah, I haven't.
Oh.
You know, I once went to work when I had a bullet in my thigh.
Did I mentioned lump of coal?
Yes, you did mention.
I had police thrills that day. I never knew you were a cop, Esteban.
Yes, I was working job for Russian government, and then I got exiled for failing mission. And that's how you wound up here? Yes. Yeah. It must suck building a career on something and then getting it thrown away from you. I can only imagine how horror channels feel. Yeah. We Russians have felt many horrors through years. Not that you Canadians would know anything about it.
Me?
Yeah. I have story to tell about scary experiences.
You want to know a scary experience? Try living in Canada.
Yeah. This story is set in, I believe it was April of 1942. The Germans had cut their ties with the Soviet Union, and they marched into their forces, and they had tried to take the city of Stalingrad. It's not called Stalingrad anymore, but the city still exists. The Nazis pushed their forces into the motherland, and they dug in pretty deep. I still can remember this one story my grandfather told me about his time in army. There was Russian school on the cusp of the city and of the Nazi forces. The children inside were learning. They didn't speak any German. And the Nazis raided the school. And because many of the children were incapable of understanding, they were killed. But of course, we know that Stalin wasn't having any rats in his city. So he dug them out, he burned them out, and they marched into the heart of Berlin. And that is how the Russians won World War II.
Yay, happy end.
Wow, Esteban, I never really thought of that. I mean, I knew about Stalingrad, but I never would have figured that. Esteban, it's 4 a.m. If you plan on winning this, you still got 2 shots to go. Alright, here it is, number 4.
I'm going home.
Princess, why are you going home? He hasn't
My
even.
stomach hurts. What are we doing?
He hasn't even thrown up yet.
If he doesn't, I'm good.
Alright, Princess, we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Just like a Canadian to leave before their time is correct. I have no idea where that came from. Just Canada girl.
What did you say, punk?
Princess, I'm too drunk to fight you right now. Come back later. Alright, here we go. Good luck, man.
A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view.
Let's wrap it up. I'm starting to get confused.
Esteban, you're taking this a lot better than I thought you would. Like, bathroom. Well, Esteban, it looks like I win. You put up a good fight, buddy. Come on, I'll take you home. The motherland does not lose. What are you... Oh, no. I think my kidneys just applied for
an American citizenship. Well, I'll never be depressed again.
Was that even part of the agreement? It's too late now. Alright. Well, do you think you'll be able to do one more? You only have a half hour left.
Yeah, I will never surrender. I will never back down. I am a true...
I know. But, yeah, never. What do you know about depression anyway?
What do I know about depression?
What do I know about depression, Poochie?
I will tell you what I know about depression. I'm sorry, I gotta find my brain is, it's about to erupt with alcoholic gas. This is what I know. A young man and a young woman, they fall in love. They love each other more than anything. Well, except heroin, of course. For a while they were allowed to be happy despite their addictions and everyone telling them that they were killing themselves. And eventually their lifestyles caught up to them. When the woman's mother threw them out of the house, but she didn't care. She was too much in love for her to have any care in the world. One night they were having a get-together. The man's parents weren't home. They got it out and they started doing it. Heroin, not each other. And the man took it too far. He started throwing up and he started bleeding. He started having pains in his chest, in his arm. She called 911, brought him to the hospital, but he didn't make it. They kept the woman in too because she had confirmed that she had been using it. That she was okay. I mean, she had to do some issues for possession of heroin, but not she was alright. But she was not alright. Another trip to hospital later, and she received the worst news that she could possibly imagine. Not only has she been infected with HIV, she is also pregnant with children of the man she loved and that she lost. The woman goes on. She doesn't know what she's going to do. She doesn't have a job. She doesn't have a place to live. Thankfully, her boyfriend's parents were nice enough to let her live with them. And she went on. Eventually, she gave birth. She gave birth to 2 children, a boy and a girl. And the girl did not survive long after. Something with her organs or something. But she did not make it. The woman lost one of her children, and her boyfriend, who I'm sure would have been her husband. She went on for a little longer, but by the time that boy was 5, her disease caught up with her, and she died. But against all odds, against all numbers, against all meaning, the boy does not have AIDS. He was not affected. Was the girl affected? I don't know. Maybe. But he was not. Growing up, he had nothing. No parents, no wealth, nothing. But he had one thing in his life that kept him going. I think you know what that one thing is. And then he gets a job working for it. He gets a job to help support the one thing in his life that he cares about. And when he fails it, he is shunned and abandoned. Everything that he worked for, the only thing he cared about, and it abandoned him after one mistake. That, Poochie, is what I know about depression. How come you never told me this? I wasn't drunk enough. Well, you still got one left, buddy. Come on. I'm not letting you lose this bet, man. Alright, Esteban. This is it. One more shot and you win. Poochie, I can't do it. I can't see 2 feet in front of me. I had to drink my own vomit to get past this last one, Poochie. I can't do it. Alright. Esteban, I'll make a deal with you. I will tell everyone that you did it. That you did the 5 shots flawlessly. But, and then neither of us will go through with it. Alright. I mean, it's not fair to make you do the bet. You made it this far. You've proved your worth to me. Thank you, Poochie. Thank you. Well, if you can muster up the strength, you still got 10 minutes left. But I don't think that's enough time. Esteban, this night, I will never forget this night. You have proved to me that one experience can change someone's entire perception of someone. Well, Poochie, I don't know what to say. Good night, Esteban. Another somewhat victory for Mother Russia. Good night, Esteban.